I just want to quickly bring attention to, we've got Nia in our bottom corner looking fine as hell, and then we got Roscoe up there looking even finer.
This is a perfect example of how it is the exact same body shape, though. Look, it's
this
doing
is
the same
also
curve.
the perfect example of, this is the sexiest Pokemon game to ever come out.
No.
Tell me a sexier Pokemon game.
Oh,
I've got one. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That says a lot about you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are we still in green? Wait.
What? No, wait, we won.
Yeah, I want to drop out. Wait, how do we...
We won, though. Aren't we a winner?
Oh, we have to get in the top 8?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
We beat a bunch of...
we're ranking 29 out of 40. We have to go again.
Oh, okay, nice.
We beat
that
those,
makes sense.
and we have to climb... Okay.
Keep going.
All
Keep
right.
climbing the ladder.
I guess we're gonna be... Can we switch Pokemon?
I'm enjoying breaks.
I am too. I just, like, I'm trying to figure out how it works, is more what's going on.
Yeah,
But yeah, let's go ahead and fight.
We can probably switch at any time, but then our Pokemon will be weaker, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is nice to have consistency so that I can figure out what's actually going on here.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how it carries over when we get different Pokemon.
Okay, cool. Oh, this is so pleasant.
It's just really nice. Look at that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just a Pidgey?
They can't give this to us and then pretend like the RPG isn't coming. Like, look at these worlds that we could explore in. Like...
It needs to happen.
It's got.
I mean, so
this is a perfect engine for it. Running around through these really nice, detailed 3D worlds.
I think it's sort of like a combination of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and like a traditional Pokemon game where you have control over Pokemon, but you have a trainer to sort of guide them.
Yeah, so the trainer will be in the map, and then you go into battle and you play as your Pokemon.
Exactly. Do you remember that fan-made game that...
yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was really inspiring, and I think it showed what could be, which is a combination of... I'm sorry. A combination of the things that we really like about it, where you get to feel like you empathize with your Pokemon because you're them.
Yeah.
It's not just some random Pokemon you've caught. It's somebody that you get to play as and move around as and know.
Yeah.
Sort of like Mystery Dungeon, but in the context of you can create your team and you can really like build and choose and as you mentioned earlier, we were talking about what Pokemon needs to do. And it would be amazing if they got some seriously good writers, and they just said, "Okay, we're gonna
team up with like Atlas or someone."
Yeah, we're
serious.
gonna so like in a Persona 4 Arena 2 type of thing.
Yeah.
Where that had a serious story. It wasn't as good as Persona 4, but it was a good story.
Few things are.
Yeah. And it still managed to be a fighting game. A really deep, beautiful, complex fighting game. Mm-hmm. But one that was interesting and compelling, and you leave it with something.
It's, there's a certain part to where I wish industries would start looking at the creations that their fans are making in more of an eye for learning instead of an eye for appreciation. So, like, for example, you know, that Pokemon game, looking at that guy and bringing him in, being like, hey, people really liked your thing, and it's cool. Let's talk to you about maybe if we were to make something like this, how to do it. You know, let's hire you. There's also a guy right now online who's making really, really, really beautiful and amazing HD remakes in the Unreal Engine for Ocarina of Time.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw the oh god, what village did he make? He made,
the fire one. Well, I saw the fire one. He's made a few.
He's made a few.
He's made a lot. Yeah. And it's incredible. It's just beautiful. And you know, they're running through this place, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, this is magic.
And it's really frustrating because, you know, they recently did the Ocarina of Time remake.
And it's the same thing, just in 3D and slightly better graphics, but like...
Yeah, but imagine what they would have done if they had rebuilt the entire thing in Unreal.
If they re-release a game, I always say make it crazy different, you know? Like, it's pretty well known that I'm a huge advocate and lover of Heavy Rain, which you can hate me for if you want. But they just made the HD remake, which apparently the graphics are amazing, but like, because they didn't take the time to like change the sprites and the people, there's still like that weird sex scene that they never actually connect in. Yeah. That's really weird looking.
And I mean, also, like, the voice acting was awkward. And it's like, if they wanted to actually reboot the series, or like, bring the series to new audiences, it would have been nice if they made it feel like current games because there's been a shift in the past couple of years when it comes to voice acting because like it used to be okay, you could get away with kind of shitty voice acting.
Yeah.
But with things like Firewatch and just the typical like standard indie
Oh my
game
god,
that,
fucking everybody's gone to the Rapture.
yeah.
Oh my
Where
god.
unexpected nobodies are awe-inspiring. Like the voice acting in that game is so good.
But then there's always the fear that they did the same thing with Silent Hill. When they re-released Silent Hill HD Collection. I get the controls were still bullshit, but they got Troy Baker.
No.
They redid the animation. Like,
So here's the thing about that though. I've really given a lot of thought to the differences between the original vocals and the new vocals. And actually, if you've seen our Silent Hill playthrough, at the end of one episode, we talk a lot about this.
because you used the old vocals, right?
Yeah, we did. And my conclusion is the old vocals are in fact better.
Really?
Yeah, they are. They're better than the new vocals. In that, they are terrible. But something really interesting happens because they're terrible. Which is, a lot of my trouble with Silent Hill 2 was that it felt like there should be a story. It felt like everything was supposed to be interconnected. Except, there's not really. There's a lot of things that just sort of happen.
It's just like...
And I think a lot of that came down to the fact that the actors were having these really powerful, genuine moments. Like, Troy Baker was trying, and they have these moments
Laura
of
Bailey
connection.
was trying.
I know,
mean,
exactly, and they have these moments of connection. Whereas in the old vocals, it is two people talking at each other about something unrelated. It's there's no connection in it, and it's just weird. It's eerie, and there's
so
no...
making it better made it way worse.
Yeah. I'm not even joking. Yes.
Do you use Synergy at all?
I have no idea.
Okay. Alright, you got 2.
Okay.
Nice. You got 3.
Yeah, I
Jerk.
did.
Jerk.
I like playing this game.
I'm finishing the rest of this cup.
Fine.
I wonder if we can get new sets at some point.
Probably. I feel like we've... Considering they give you a whole roster of Pokemon right at the beginning, I'm gonna assume that there are other sorts of unlockables.
Yeah. I had another example for...
Voice acting or updating or something like that?
Yeah, just hiring the fans and like the really cool fan inventions. I truly...
Well, I mean, my other one is also Zelda. I mean, not my other one, but one is also Zelda, which is, did you remember a few years back the fake Majora's Mask opening? The exquisitely beautiful, terrifying
yeah, that one.
Opening with the Happy Mask Man.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, and people thought it was real for a little bit, and I remember, because Majora's Mask is by far my favorite Zelda game. It's actually one of my favorite games of all time. And I remember when that came out, I was like, the only thing in the world I want is a reboot of Majora's Mask. I want a remake of it. I want this, because this touches upon something that I felt as a kid, which is that terror and that mystery and that beauty that I felt when I first saw Majora's Mask. And I remember when they announced that they were going to finally do a remake of Majora's Mask. I was so excited. And then it was another really shitty, not even update.
Yeah.
And I didn't play it.
Oh shit, I thought I killed him.
And I hated that, because all I wanted was this game, but it just wasn't enough. They could have done so much with updating that game, but instead they just re-released the same damn thing all over again. They did that with Tales of Symphonia.
They keep doing it. They keep releasing the same game. And I don't get that, you know? It's just a cash grab at that point.
Yeah.
And I get that's exactly what it is.
It is.
You know?
But like Tales of Symphonia, if they had updated it to like current Tales of system, it would have been beautiful. It would have been so good. And the story in Symphonia is probably, other than Abyss maybe, the best the Tales of series has ever done. But it hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
It's aged really poorly. And so they could have done so much with it, but no.
But they did not.
They did not.
They chose not to do that.
Look at that big fat Pikachu in the background.
There's actually something that we have not spoken about. You have heard the exciting news about them making an official Legend of Zelda TV show through Netflix, right?
No, I hadn't.
It's official. It is now
How
patented
have I not
and
heard
licensed.
about this?
Yep.
How have I not heard about this?
No one knows anything about it, but it is an official thing. They, in the world of Zelda, are going to make a Legend of Zelda television show.
But Legend of Zelda, not Link, right?
All we know is it is a Legend
Okay.
of Zelda television
I actually think they could do something.
I mean,
in
the
Zelda
world's cool.
Yeah, I mean, although the official Zelda timeline makes no sense. But
Of course not.
Zero
It's
sense.
because they weren't planning on it. They tried to, like, throw it together.
I know.
It honestly truly sounds like a game theorist idea and badly
not even a
executed
good one. Yeah. But putting that aside, if they like did something like even if they had like a Gerudo, or if they had if they had a Gerudo,
But it's live action.
I know.
Which, I guess, live action Gerudos, that scares me a bit.
No, like I don't know, something like that. If they explored, or
Which
Zora.
one are the Gerudos?
The Gerudos are like Ganon's a Gerudo. The desert
sorry.
people.
I was thinking
Zoras?
Gorons.
Oh, Gorons.
And I'm like, live action
No.
Gorons are gonna look crazy.
I mean, like that's probably gonna happen because it's hard to avoid Gorons. But like if they had like a Zora from the group of Zoras in Majora's Mask, like even the life of the one that died, that could have been really interesting. Or like take one of the fringe characters, maybe a Sheik or something like that.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's
My
tons they
problem
could
with
do.
Link
You
is
know
that
they're
he's-
probably gonna
I
make
know,
it
but
Link.
he's unvoiced, and
Yeah.
so it's like that runs the risk of doing the well, excuse me, princess. Like
Which
I'm just
I don't
saying.
understand why people don't see that as pure art. Wait, look at this foul guy.
Gengar.
Oh,
look
look
at
at-
him shooting shadow
Oh,
balls
look
at
at my
you.
little man. He's my little man.
Can I just say, I love this. This is so fun.
Yeah. There are fewer characters than I would. Can you look up if we unlock more?
Yeah,
I'm very
I'm not
curious.
sure. I'm hoping, and I don't want this. I'd like there
But
to be
DLC?
Yeah, I'd like there to be a secondary roster that you can unlock.
Yeah.
Because I like fighting
Well,
games
I
where you
love
unlock.
unlockables in everything.
Exactly.
I love
I really don't like fighting games where everything's already unlocked when you get there. Because I'm like,
Agreed.
why would I keep playing?
Exactly.
But that being said, if they slowly release, like, if they had a Flygon,
I
just
guess.
saying.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, I'm so just like, oh my god, DLC is the fucking worst.
It is in fact the worst.
It is the worst thing to ever come. Because just give us the goddamn game.
It's a really, really bad trend in gaming, which is the idea that you can release a game unfinished.
Exactly. And, like, I get it in a sense of, like, Super Smash Bros. You know? They give their
where
game, the
they
fans
also-
vote on more characters they want, or they get new rights to new characters and stuff like that, and so they throw them in,
Yeah,
you know?
and God knows, Super Smash Bros. When it came out was not lacking for characters.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
stuff like that, you know, makes total sense. But
And I think another really good case for DLC is the new Fire Emblem.
I don't know much about
Okay,
that.
so the new Fire Emblem is freaking fascinating because it's 3 games. They
Oh, yeah,
released
you told me about
3 full games all at the same time. And they're like each 30 hours long. So it's not even short games. And there's 3 different paths the game can take. It's quite literally there's a choice that determines which of the 3 paths you take, and each of the paths is a different full-length game.
Gotcha.
And they have different maps, different characters, different everything. And the way they treat it is you buy one of the games, and then you can download the other games as DLC. But
for free?
For a smaller price.
Okay.
Instead of buying because it's a 30-hour game.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of paying the full $50 for it, you pay $15.
Okay. That
And
makes sense.
that's actually an interesting way to treat DLC.
It's still kind of frustrating, just in a small way, just because, like, it's still the... I know it's 3 different games, but it is still the quote-unquote same game. But
It
that
is,
being
but,
said...
I mean, Pokemon Red and Blue, like,
Which-
that's bad.
Like, yeah.
That's
which,
shit.
Side note, what are the differences? I've been wondering my whole life. Does anyone know?
Actually, speaking of game theorists, have you seen his episode about in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it is revealed.
Oh yeah, there's timelines.
yeah,
right?
there's
Time
well,
portals.
there's different worlds.
Yeah.
Which sort of is an interesting retcon. For the fact that there are different games, because
Yeah.
they're literally different games. They're different versions of different worlds,
Which is cool.
Which is cool. It doesn't make the fact that there's red and blue make any sense. What it really came down to is there were different Pokemon in each, and that's about it.
Were there different Pokemon though?
Yeah.
Like actively completely different?
Yeah. Like, I think blue had Meowth and red had something else. Like, yeah, there were Pokemon that you could not get in one game that would be in the other.
But
and
that
so in
seems
order to
still
catch
silly.
them all, you'd have to have a friend.
Yeah, but
for
that's
the other one.
which is ridiculous. Wow,
That was cool.
Fennekin, you're a boss. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous that they decided to do that so early, and that they continue that trend, and no one has ever actively gotten mad at them.
Plenty of people have gotten mad at them, but it's
I
just
say,
their thing now.
I say actively in a sense that people are like not chill with it, and also they keep doing it, and no one's that mad. Like, you know, with everybody getting mad at DLC, me included. I just yelled at DLC for a while. I haven't been vocally and actively angry about Pokemon just being a shit. Like.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really weird thing that they do, and I don't think there's a
they
good
accomplish
explanation.
it, man.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Like, huzzah!
Well, I mean, it's even worse though when you keep in mind that they have the 2 different versions, and then they have the super version that comes out.
Yeah, like
which is both
the
of them
same
combined.
thing.
Yeah, it's. I mean, so you know, compared to that, the Fire Emblem mode is great. It's brilliant because it's actually different games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
All right. Yeah, frilly camisole set.
Okay.
Okay.
I
All
have a
right.
shirt like that. It's like, I don't know. Whatever.
Where's your skepticism?
I don't know.
Do you just not?
That character who's we're finally gonna get to see Suicune fight, but that character who plays Felicie, she looks like a Fire Emblem character.
Felici.
I'm gonna say it's Felicie
Hey,
because I like that.
look at Nina down there, just like blinking. You ready?
Does she
Wait,
blink?
Shh.
Does she?
Blink.
Oh, she does blink. Well done. Well noted.
Blink.
Great. Okay, fight. 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 Fight.
Why do people just casually have Suicunes?
That's really good. And multiple people have Suicune.
Yeah, that seems really weird.
Yeah.
Like out of all of the legendaries they could have picked.
Well, especially because there's literally an entire plot line about the guy who's been chasing Suicune forever.
Yeah,
So, like,
it seems weird.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like that they have a 4-legged character, actually. I think that's really, really cool because that's something you don't typically see.
But why is it Suicune?
It's like playing as Koromaru and
Oh my
Persona
God.
4
Yeah.
He's your least favorite Persona character of all time.
Well, first off, yes, like, fuck Koromaru. Fucking Koromaru should have goddamn died, and he didn't. Spoiler alert, he's not dead. Why? I don't know. What a fucking...
Alright, I'm gonna clarify his attitude on this, which is... Oh, spoilers. There's a sequence
Wait,
where...
spoilers for Persona 4.
3.
3. That game.
Persona 3. There's a sequence where Mitsuru's father dies.
Nope, just missed.
He fights, or he doesn't fight. He basically sacrifices himself. And it's supposed to be this meaningful moment. It's
But
a
no
really,
one gives
really,
a shit
well,
about this random
yeah, I
character's
mean, Mitsuru
dad.
cares. It's very important as a catalyst for Mitsuru's change as a
I
character.
don't care about that, though.
I do. Actually, I really like her posts.
Agreed.
But
But
the
it's
the problem with it is that it's supposed to be this powerful moment, but at that point you don't care about him. He's important for how he affects the other characters, but you don't care about him. But they set it up for Koromaru to take the fall
It's
in
just
a
this
really weird
goddamn
way.
dog who provides nothing to the plot and is stupid. And don't get me wrong, he's like kind of cool, like he's a fucking
He's a
battling
really
dog.
cool dog.
But also, who gives a shit? Like,
Well, you played Persona 3.
True.
And I played P3P.
Ooh, lucky bonus.
Great. You didn't play Persona 3 Portable.
True.
In it, Koromaru gets a social link. And it is
And that's really
a goddamn delight.
I mean,
It
sure,
is
but that
the happiest
okay.
thing.
Accomplish it before he dies.
You
It's just
go
like,
home
ugh.
and you walk Koromaru, and it's great. And you feed him treats.
Which means obviously we couldn't kill this character off. He's too mandatory.
I love Koromaru. I mean, obviously I've expressed in the past. I completely agree with you in that it was an emotional. It was a miss. It is a very cool sequence that misses emotionally because it's based around a character that I really don't care about, with the sacrifice of a character that I really don't care about, and so it's like it was built up to be this awesome thing, and it sort of is that.
It was not.
But I like Korra. I think you can like Koro and still say that Koro should have died during
I
that
like
sequence.
tons of characters I think should be fucking dead. Tons. I could give you a list right now. You ready? I'll give it to you. SpongeBob SquarePants. Top of the list.
I'm sorry.
All right. No. Let's keep going. All right, number 2. Seinfeld. All right, number.
These are just characters that you just want the show to end. So you're like, let's kill off the main character.
No. It would help the plot. The plot would get better. There's like moments where they could go, and that's the one. All right, you ready?
Dude.
All right.
No.
We're about. The episode's almost over.
Julianne.
The episode is almost over.
While you're naming things.
No, the episode is over. But wait. All right. Third character that I would get rid of if I had the opportunity. That one like kind of chubby character from Naruto, he should go. All right, fourth character I would get rid of if I had an opportunity to get rid of that.